last name. Let me ask you, where is the GOP in coming out and calling out this president and standing up and saying, you know, the comments were not right?
Well, what I really wonder here is how important it really is to focus on what might be ended, and certainly off-color comment. I'm not here to defend the comment at all.
He'll be off-handed and off-color. He started his candidacy on that. I mean,
Right.
we got a legacy of comments and actions that speak to this.
Yes. Well, certainly I'm more concerned about, and what many people should be more concerned about, is the hundreds of thousands of kids that are waiting on a resolution to the DACA problem, which is what was, being discussed at the meetings in the first place. I think that we know by now that President Trump is going to say whatever he wants. This isn't a policy position that's been taken. There's no laws that are going to be written based on this. I really wonder how much saber rattling is necessary to keep the headlines off of the more important issues.
We know immediately there was a lot of reaction. You had some reaction on social media to this. Just give us a little sense where you're coming from here.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I defended a Cameroonian couple who were seeking political asylum in the United States. They were fleeing persecution. They would have been killed had they returned to Cameroon. And so for me to hear the president refer to the African continent writ large and also to Haiti and to other countries as that type of country, and to demean really these people's stories and many people who come here still believing in the promise inscripted in the Statue of Liberty that this country welcomes them and they are seeking this better life. I thought it was entirely consistent with the absence of character we've seen from this man, who I think is wholly unfit to serve in the office, but it doesn't eliminate my profound disappointment that here we are talking about this. I think it is a dark, dark moment for us.
I think it's a dark moment for us, and I'm just curious. We're here talking about this in America. Niall, what has been sort of international reaction or backlash to these comments? And will it affect our relationship with our allies?
Well, I think President Trump affects our relationship with our allies anyway, because the America First thing critics would certainly see has become America alone. This has certainly been a huge storm. I mean, obviously, I'm not born here myself, and friends of mine in Ireland or Britain are kind of stunned by this. Not the first time they have been stunned by President Trump, but it does widen that gulf between the United States, or the administration at least, and the rest of the world.
We're here talking about this tonight, but we've had so many things where a president's never said this before, he's never done that before. Monday's going to roll around, maybe Tuesday comes around, maybe we'll get a focus on DACA, things like that, like a fix. And let's talk about that very quickly, Matthew, because, we heard about a possible fix, some possible deal. The president seems to be backing away from that idea right now. So at what point do these sides come together, or will they come together before that deadline?
I think that it's very interesting that we've gotten closer than we've gotten before.
Sure.
But you can't really tell at this point. I mean, are the progressives going to make a 5-day story out of this and wait until people have completely forgotten about DACA? Is this going to kill the issue, or are we going to move forward and do something about these 500,000 or more kids that are waiting on it?
I'd agree that, I think we need to be focused on DACA, but, it wasn't anyone else who made the comments. You could say it's one of those, what do you call it, an unforced error? Right. Is that what it is?